Yo, what's up, chat? Playing Fall Guys on the Switch too. Alright, so chat, here's the deal with Fall Guys on the Switch 2, okay? So, there isn't a native port for Fall Guys on Switch 2 yet. So this is the Nintendo Switch version of Fall Guys. I'm just playing it on the Nintendo Switch 2. And plus, I never got to do the Nintendo Switch stream of Fall Guys, so I figured this can kind of serve as both. So the game does not exactly have any updated visuals or frame rates, but it is, it is playable on Switch 2. There's no issue. I haven't had any issues with it. I will say the frame rate is a lot more stable on Switch 2. Like, it's still locked at 30 FPS, but it's a lot more stable. There's no, like, frame drops. But there is still a bit of input lag. Like, there's Switch 1 levels of input lag. The resolution is still at the 720p handheld, 1080p docked. But it runs, like, a million times better. And, yeah. If you guys want to friend me on Switch, there's my friend code on Nintendo if you want to friend me on Switch. Also, what do y'all think of my avatar? Pretty awesome. But if you guys want to friend me on Switch, you can. But yeah. Oh, the new avatars? I don't think there's any new ones. They just updated some of them, I think. Oh no, there's a couple new ones. There's some for Mario Wonder. There's the Odyssey ones. I don't think there are any new ones because I don't ever. Oh, okay. These are default ones now. Okay, I'm happy about the Splatoon ones. I'm happy about there being a lot. Oh, there's a lot of Splatoon ones. If you guys didn't know, I'm a big fan of Splatoon. So seeing them having this many icons available, like, this is awesome. Yes, Pinter. On the Switch 2, it is just the it's the Nintendo Switch version of the game. So if you click on here, it says software type Nintendo Switch software. But if I go to like Mario Kart World over here, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 software. So this is just the Nintendo Switch 1 version of the game. There's no and also with Fortnite, I have the Nintendo Switch 2 version of Fortnite. But with Fall Guys, it's just the regular Nintendo Switch version. I'm assuming they're gonna make a Switch 2 port, or they're gonna do what Nintendo did with a lot of games like Mario Odyssey, to where there'll be a free update that'll improve graphics and that'll improve graphics and frame rate on the Switch 1, or I mean on the Switch 2. Well, I'm gonna grab something real quick, chat. Okay. I'm just grabbing some lens wipes. But yeah. I've been loving my Switch 2, chat. If you've been on the fence about getting a Switch 2 or like asking your parents for one for like a holiday, then I would 100% recommend getting a Switch 2. I am in no way sponsored by Nintendo. I bought this up with my own money. I saved up money and I bought a Switch 2. Or I pre-ordered it. I saved up money and I pre-ordered a Switch 2, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I think it is definitely worth getting if you like playing games on Nintendo Switch and you want a more powerful device, then the Switch 2 is definitely a great option. Well, I'm probably gonna stop stalling now and actually play the video game. I don't know how the stream. Ooh, let's see. Someone added me as a friend. 2 of them. It's Pinter. I'll become friends with you, Pinter. There's Pinter. I like your me, Pinter. That's a nice me you got. See what games you played. Not a whole lot of games, but it's a decent selection. Splatoon 3, that's a good one. Mario Maker. These are all relatively good games, except for this. This is Boo. Hey guys, guess what? Stumble Guys doesn't work on Switch 2. It has compatibility issues, so it doesn't work on Switch 2. It just doesn't work on Switch 2. You can't play it. So I'd say that's a win for Fall Guys. But yeah. I didn't finish this game. I have this game, but I didn't finish it. And It Takes Two, that's a good game. Alright. Well, I'm gonna actually, start playing the game now. So we're gonna just boot up Fall Guys. 730 hours on Fall Guys. Oh. Pinter, you wanna see something? You wanna see? This is how many hours I have on Splatoon 3. And I have 70 hours on Switch, but I have over 2,000. I definitely have well over 2,000 hours of Fall Guys in total across my devices. But yeah, I really like Splatoon 3. I haven't played it much lately, but I really like Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 is one of my favorite games. I like Splatoon 3. Alright, we're gonna play Fall Guys. The load times are definitely a bit better, but I wouldn't say that Fall Guys has improved all that much on the Switch. Or the Switch 2, I mean. Oh, guys, hold on. My, the display is messing up a little bit. Hold on, hold on, let me fix this. There we go. There. Oh, what's good? What's good, Kari? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, I had to add a video device. But yeah. We got Fall Guys on the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, you saw me for a second, yeah. By the way, oh, hold on. My sub count disappeared. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. Now you guys can see. I have not been playing a very large amount of Fall Guys lately. I can't move anything. Is it on 60 FPS? Sadly, they did not improve the Switch version. This is not a native Switch 2 version. See if I do this. It's a Nintendo Switch software, while if I go to like Mario Kart, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 software. So this is still the Nintendo Switch 1 version of the game. But it still plays the same like on regular Switch. I'm assuming they're going to make a Switch 2 version at some point. But for right now, also the game kind of like broke. I can't like move. Like look, that's me wiggling the joystick. It's not doing anything, and the shoulder button's not working. So I guess I just gotta restart it real fast. Okay. Can I use mouse control in the game? No. Oh, I can show you guys mouse controls here. Look. If I lay my Joy-Con on the side, my Joy-Con 2, I can use it like a mouse. Fall Guys doesn't support mouse control, and I don't think it really needs it. But I haven't found any games that support mouse mode. Or I don't have any games that support mouse mode. I don't know what games do and don't. But I can navigate my system with my mouse. I can do like all this stuff. Like, oh, by the way, if you have a Nintendo Switch 2 like this, you can use old Joy-Cons. Like I can use Switch 1 Joy-Cons with it. You can't attach them to the side of the system, but you can connect them to the system. Same with the Switch Pro controller. You can connect all of those. Basically, any Nintendo Switch controller that you have, you can connect to the Switch 2. Like here, look. I have my Splatoon 3 Nintendo Switch controller right here. If I push the button, I don't know if it automatically pairs. Okay, it doesn't. But if I go here to controllers, change grip order, and I hold the pair button on my Switch 1 Pro controller. See? There it is. I can use my Nintendo Switch 1 Pro controller on the Switch 2. But today I'm going to be using the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. Because, you know, they came with the system. So I'm going to be using the Switch 2 Joy-Cons today. I have them in their, like, little mouse control grips. I don't have them in the, like, controller grip right now. But, yeah. Alright, we're going to play Fall Guys now. We're actually going to play the game. Because I've been streaming for 13 minutes and we haven't played the game yet. Oh my gosh, the game is bugged again. I have to restart it again. Is it worth buying a Pro controller? It depends on this. It depends on how you play. If you mostly play docked, or like in tabletop mode, I would say yes. But if you play your games mostly in handheld mode with your controllers attached, I would say it is not worth buying. But if you play a lot in docked, and you play a lot of tabletop, I would say yes. But if you just play a lot of handheld, then I don't think it would be worth buying. You would play tabletop. And yeah, the loading times are still a little iffy, but I overall would say the experience of Fall Guys is better on Switch 2 than it is on Switch 1 right now. Alright, so I say we get started. Hold on, what challenges do I have? 3 players in squads, classic. Okay. So, I guess we'll start with ranked. Because now you have a PC. Yeah. If I'm being completely honest, guys, if Fall Guys makes a Switch 2 port, I might completely switch to playing Fall Guys on Switch. Or, like, my Switch might be my main system. Because I like being able to play Nintendo exclusives. They're very good games. And I also just really like the versatility of the system. Because the Switch 2 is a lot more powerful than the Switch 1. Like, it is a lot more powerful. Like, here, I'll give you guys an example of how it's more powerful. If I go into my system settings and go down to display, I can set my resolution to 4K for games. I can set my resolution to 4K. I don't have a 4K display. My display is 1440p, so I have it there. And it's outputting. And also, you can play games in 120 FPS. If you're playing a game that supports 120 FPS, you can play games at 120 frames per second on the Switch 2. You can do that in handheld and docked, by the way. In handheld, you can do 120, and you can do 120 in docked. But it's a lot more. It is a lot more powerful. It's not the most powerful system in the world, but it's very much more powerful. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually play the game now. We're gonna do ranked, okay? We're gonna do ranked. Oh, and also, chat, recommendation, if you plan playing on undocked a lot, make sure you enable this. Stop charging around 90%. So basically, lithium-ion batteries do not like being at 100%. Because if you charge a battery to its full capacity over and over again, it can kind of degrade the battery, and it, like, gets worse over time. And it, like, kind of diminishes how many, wait, hold on. It kind of lowers the amount of battery or charge that your Switch 2 can actually hold. Are Switch 2 controllers and joysticks compatible with Switch 1? Sadly, the Switch 2 controllers do not work with Switch 1. I've seen people test that, and sadly, they do not work on Switch 1. But they did make sure the Switch 1 controllers can work with Switch 2. So that's at least something. Also, chat, 15 crowns away from 5,000, and also the next crown rank. That's kind of awesome. Alright, it has been almost 20 minutes, so we need to start playing the game. Alright, chat, ready? I'm gonna count down, but you do stop charging your Switch around 80%. Alright, good. Just make sure that you turn on the charge limit for the Switch 2 if you get a Switch 2. Because the battery life on Switch 2 is not good. Like, Pinter, how long would you say your battery on your Switch lasts if you charge it up? Like, if you charge it and you're playing constantly, how long would you say your battery lasts? I know your Switch battery, you said, is not very good, but well, how long would you say it lasts? Around 4 to 5 hours? Yeah, the Switch 2 lasts, well, it's more dependent on the game, but it only lasts about 2 to 3 hours. 3 hours if you're playing a less intensive game. The battery life on the Switch 2 is not very good. I would say Nintendo did do a mid-gen refresh of the Switch where they gave it a better battery. Where they gave the regular Switch a better battery after launch. It was a Switch 1.5. It had better battery, which is what most of the Switches, if you buy them now, have. So I'm assuming they're probably going to do the same thing with the Switch 2. And also, if you play in tabletop mode with the kickstand, there's a USB-C port on the top of the system. So you can charge your system while playing in tabletop mode. So you don't have to charge it from the USB-C port on the bottom. Which is very nice. Alright, we are going to play the game now. I'm going to stop delaying. We're going to play the game. Alright, I'm going to count down. I'm going to count down from 3. And when I say 2, that's when you ready up, okay? Alright, chat, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. There. Okay, now we're actually playing the game. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's Vaham. Hi, Vaham. But now Switch 1 versus Switch 2. Well, the game runs the same on both systems, but the game performance is slightly improved because of the Switch 2's hardware, but it's not enough for it to be. If you only play Fall Guys on Switch, I wouldn't say it's worth upgrading to the Switch 2 yet. I would wait till they make an official Switch 2 port. But I got a Switch 2 because I wanted to play the Switch 2 games. So yeah. Sorry, I was doing something. Okay. How do you feel about spectating and seeing them frame by frame? Yeah, I know the frame rate. Alright, Slime Saloon. You're playing on Switch 2 as well? Nice. Oh, by the way, Clumsy, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in here before, unless you're someone else who I've seen before and just renamed yourself. But anyways, welcome to the stream. And also, something I've never understood about the Switch port, I don't play on Switch often, or I didn't play on Switch often, but why are there, like, almost no shadows, and why are the shadows almost entirely, like, behind you? Like, there are no shadows, so it's, like, hard to tell whether it's, like, the depth perception is not good. There's a shadow around your player, and then there's shadows, like, behind your camera. I don't understand it. I see the shadows are, like, behind my camera instead of in front of me. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Oh, there was two. Oh my gosh. Dang. Vaham, you almost died. Brook. I'm still getting used to the input delay that the Switch has for Fall Guys. 'Cause I'm oh, sorry, I had to steal that, Pinter. Oh, I thought you died, Pinter. Oh no, you did. Oh, what did I die to? What hit me? I was nowhere near anything. What hit me? I don't even know what hit me. I wasn't near anything. I'm still very much getting used to the... You see, Fall Guys 30 FPS is fine. On Switch 2, Fall Guys at 30 FPS is fine. It's more so the input delay for me. Like the delay between when an input happens versus when it shows up on screen. Okay, well, it looks like everyone who sniped in qualified, so that's good. Okay, blunder blocks. Blunder blocks is a good final. Although I don't know how it's gonna work on, or how well, I don't know how well I'll do on here. By the way, chat, I just want to let you know, I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming for today. Because at my house right now, the AC is struggling because it's so hot where I live. It's like 90 degrees outside. Or no, it's like 85 degrees outside, and the AC in my house is struggling to keep up a little bit. So it's like 74, it's like 78 degrees upstairs, which is where my room is. And it's very hot, so I don't necessarily know how everything is gonna go. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't get too much hotter. But, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm out. I'm dead. Rip. Okay, I'm gonna spectate Pinter. You got this, Pinter. I believe in you. Oh no, Pinter. Oh my gosh, how did you live that, Pinter? Pinter, you're cracked. Pinter is cracked. Pinter looks like you're phasing through the blocks. Pinter, I know gold is the highest rank you've gotten, but you are not a gold player. Oh, rip. You're not a gold player. You're at least a star player. I believe you're superstar in terms of skill. But you're good at Fall Guys. I think you're better than you give yourself credit for. Oh, you're on silver right now? Alright, so you're making your way. You've got quite a bit of time, so I wouldn't rush it. Alright, we're gonna I'm gonna count down from 3 and ready up at 2. You're gonna get ace this month? Alright, nice. Alright, chat, I'm gonna count down. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we got Slippy Slopes. You have to go to sleep. Well, have a good sleep. I haven't seen this map in a little bit. Yeah, this input delay is messing with me a lot. I'm not used to this. Mediatonic, if you see this, please tell me you're working on a Switch 2 port. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, are we good? I had to stop stream for a second because it was bugging out. I had to like stop the stream and start it again because it said YouTube was like struggling to get enough like frames. The stream sometimes is lagging. Yeah, I think that might be my end, Pinter. I'm not entirely sure, but that might be on my end. It might be my end. Yeah, but Wi-Fi there is better. Well, I mean, my Wi-Fi is usually pretty good, but the I had a power outage a while back and it messed up our router, so we need to have our router replaced. Sometimes you can't load things, but it's okay. Well, I mean, as long as it does what you need it to, I'd say that works out fine. I just need my Wi-Fi to be fast enough to stream and play games. That's all I need. No, I wanted to get the gold. I'm gonna just go down here and grab this gold. There we go. Easy enough. Hold on, guys. The stream is gonna stop for 1 second, and I'm gonna change something. Okay. I'll be back in just a second. Okay. I don't know if we're back yet. We should be back. Okay. Alright, we are back. I lowered the bitrate of the stream and how much bitrate is being like uploaded. And I also lowered the frame rate of the stream to 30 because, you know, the game's only running at 30 FPS, so I stream at 60. This way. I do think I do think Fall Guys is working on a Switch 2 port right now, but I don't know how long it's gonna take for it to like be finished and released. Because it took them forever to do mobile. So my only question is how long is it gonna take for them to make a Switch 2 port? Because clearly like Fortnite, that was their first priority, which was making a Switch 2 port of the game. Because you can play Fortnite on Switch 2. There's a Switch 2 version of the game. There's not a Switch 2 version of Fall Guys. Which, in my opinion, that just shows how little Epic Games cares about this game. I know Mediatonic really cares about this game, but Epic Games doesn't. So they're kind of not letting Mediatonic do what they should be doing with the game. Because back when Fall Guys was in its legacy era, the game was, like, at its peak. Like, there was events all the time, there was updates, frequently new shows. They did awesome stuff with the community. But now that Fall Guys is no longer an indie game, well, I don't know if Fall Guys was an indie game. Or if, I don't know if Fall Guys, I don't know if Mediatonic is an indie company. But Fall Guys just, they're not able to do what they want to do with the game because they're owned by Epic Games. So there's not really all that much they can do. And I wish it was the other way around. I wish Fall Guys could be Fall Guys. Because this game in no way, shape, or form is anywhere close to how it was back in the legacy days. I do say the game is better off now than it was back then, but I just think there's so many things they could be doing better. Oh, could I win this, chat? Woohoo! Oh. No! How did he get past that? Alright, well, I'm not gonna win now. Yeah, I can. Oh my gosh. Oh, I stole that win. Let's go. Holy moly, that was close. That was so much harder to pull off than I thought it was. The input delay is messing with me so badly right now. And that's a crown. You learned from me. Yeah, I saw you were taking the same path that I was taking. So you did learn. You did get a win. Oh, nice. I need to grab, like, 3 people. I need to do that challenge. Oh, okay, I did finish the event. I just forgot. Creative, and then... Alright. Alright, I'm gonna do a countdown. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, here we go. Maybe you can get a Switch 2 on your birthday in September. I hope you do. Oh, I messed that up. That one was my fault. Okay, that one wasn't my fault. I don't know why it didn't bounce me like it should have. There we go. Alrighty, here we go. Guys, the resolution I can see is a little messed up, so I need to fix that real quick after this round. Yeah, you guys already see that, yeah. Whoa. How did I not die there? Okay, hold on, let me fix this. Add it back. Alright, there we go. Yo, let's go Hyperdrive Heroes. You see, the dream scenario for Fall Guys on Switch 2 would be that they release a Switch 2 port along with the next update. That would be the dream. That would be the dream. I'm sure they could make a Switch 2 port in 44 days. I'm sure they could do that. Wi-Fi there is really bad. Dang. Well, I hope you're still able to watch the stream. You don't have to play, but I hope you're at least still able to watch. Thank you, Goobert. Goobert. No, you weren't able to watch what you were able to play. Well, either one is fine. Oh, you realize you didn't join the lobby? Oh, dang. Okay, that guy's just taking out all the tiles. Oh, my Switch battery's going fast. Yeah, you should probably charge your Switch. Going up here. I was charged to 80 not a long time ago. Yeah, that's what battery degrading does. Makes things just overall worse. Alright, dodge, dive, survive. Can you change the battery? If you take it to like a repair shop, I think they can probably, if you ask them for a battery change, I bet you they could probably do it. I'm probably going to be able to win this lobby, I think. Oh my gosh, why did I say something? Why did I say anything? Well, I gave that guy a free win, I guess. I'm probably gonna, I'm only gonna stream for about 8 more minutes until we hit 1 hour. Because it's very hot in my room. And I don't know how much longer I can stay up here before I boil. I'm gonna like melt. Is my Switch getting any toasty, or is it? There's a little bit of heat coming out of that thing. Not a whole lot. Alright, chat ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Rebound run. I'm gonna check something real quick. Chat, I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, so it's only getting hotter and hotter in my house. It's now 80 degrees. Or, well, it's now 79 degrees upstairs where I'm at. You don't think you're in? Dang, Pinter. Oh, you're one... I have a fan on me. If you hear any, like, buzzing sound... I have to grab 3 players for a challenge so I win that. Yo, what's up, ZXOMO? I hope I pronounced that right. I don't know if I did. But, if I did not pronounce it correctly, please correct me, because I don't want... Switch 2 is out. Yes, it came out 2 days ago on June 5th. Was it 2 days ago? It was 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, 2 days ago. I don't know how I did that. These graphics look like Legacy Seasons. Well, the Fall Guys Switch 2 version, there isn't a Switch 2 version of Fall Guys, so I'm just playing the Switch 1 version on my Switch. Or I'm playing the Switch 1 version on my Switch 2. So that's why the frame rate and everything is still like the same as the Switch 1 version. But see, I'm on a Switch 2. Like here, I can prove it. Look, there's game chat. I'm on my Switch 2, but I'm playing the Switch 1 version of Fall Guys because there is no Switch 2 version as of right now. Alrighty. Can you play the finals on Switch? I don't know. I don't play that game. But I do not know if it's on the Switch or the Switch 2. I do not know. But you can certainly play Fall Guys. Oh, and Stumble Guys is not supported on Switch 2. So that's a W for Fall Guys. Dang it. Oh, this guy, Bahamut stole it all. couldn't afford one. Yeah, it's just pay to win. I'm glad it is not supported on Switch 2. But you can't even play the Switch 1 version. That's the kind of unsupported I'm talking about. No. Oh. You can't even play the Switch 1 version. Let's go. You don't know why Stumble Guys... Stumble Guys got popular because they put out a mobile port and capitalized off of Fall Guys' success back when it initially launched. Because you could only play the game on PS4 and PC. And people wanted a way to play the game, so they looked up Fall Guys. And Stumble Guys, the company behind Stumble Guys released Stumble Guys. And it just took off because it had a mobile port right out of the gate. And then everyone just stuck to the mobile version. And then they released more versions of the game, and then the game just kept growing. Which kind of sucks. We'll just go down this way. Is this the right one or this one? That was this one. Oh, I think it's that right. We'll go down here now, I guess. Okay, that was very close. That was a lot closer than I was thinking it was gonna be. Oh no, the resolution messed up because I changed the input. I'm gonna fix it really fast. There, fixed. Okay. Yeah, look, see, Kraken isn't lagging. It's running at 30 FPS like Fall Guys on Switch should. Like Fall Guys on Switch should. We got another second of it, yeah. Bro, this guy is a freaking menace. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Of course they move. Yeah, see, it's not lagging on Switch 2, it's just... That's the one improvement I think that's good from Switch 1 to Switch 2, is that levels don't lag anymore. So far, this is the only improvement I've noticed. Is everyone just being chill? Is this even gonna go to a timeout? Oh no, this is gonna go to a timeout is what I'm saying. Oh, these things just aren't targeting me. Well, that ain't good. Okay, that's rigged. Getting over here because it's away from everything. Now they're all tilting. Great. I don't know how to do the timeout strat, please, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Oh, that guy won. Yeah, I did not know how to do that. Alright, chat, that's probably going to be the end of today's stream, because it is very hot up in my room. And I do not want to keep streaming in this miserable heat. And also, it's not helping that I'm playing the game, because my things are producing heat. So, chat, that's going to be it for today's stream. Why is there no practice show in Fall Guys? Well, I think probably customs are as close as you'll get to that, or like explore and stuff, but there's not really a way to practice. Well, anyways, chat, that's gonna have to do it for today's stream. Make sure you guys like and sub, all that stuff. Oh, I have a water bottle. Let me see if I can finish this before I end stream. I'm gonna give you guys a water bottle crunch. All right, I finished the water. I'm gonna give you guys a water bottle crunch. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There you go, water bottle crunch. All right, chat. Well, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Make sure you guys like and sub. Join my Discord. And I don't want to be a shill, but I do have to say in my channel description, my Cash App cash tag is there if you want to send some donations. I don't know how to set up, I can't set up donations through YouTube until I reach a certain amount of subs. But the option is there if you want to donate. You do not have to. It is in no way or shape or form required. I do not care if you do or do not donate. I will not view you in any certain way if you do or don't donate, but I will appreciate any that come through. Alright, chat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next stream. See you later. Bye-bye.